Annabel Lee by Edgar Allan Poe. It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. She was a child and I was a child in this kingdom by the sea, but we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee. With a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. And this was the reason that long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud by night, chilling my Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsmen came and bore her away from me, to shut her up in a sepulcher in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, this was the reason, as all men know in this kingdom by the sea, that a wind came out of the cloud, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we. And neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down under the sea, can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And the stars never rise, but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so, all the night tide, I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in her sepulcher there by the sea, in her tomb by the side of the sea. When I started trying to memorize the poem, I realized I had two different versions of it, and I did some research. There's actually about 6 different versions, all very similar, but with some slight differences in punctuation and wording. Probably the most noticeable one is the final line of the poem. It's often written as "in her tomb by the sounding sea." I chose to use the version that was in my complete works of Edgar Allan Poe. Annabel Lee is one of the last poems that he ever wrote. He wrote it shortly after his wife Virginia died, shortly before he died. One of the first places it appeared was actually in his obituary. If we talk about the content of the poem, this is another poem written about a lost love, and about passions that are stronger than death. It doesn't exactly have the premature burial idea in it, but if you notice the way the poem is written, first he says Annabel Lee got chilled, and then he says she got shut up in a sepulcher by her kinsmen. So the burial is mentioned first, and then in the next stanza, Poe says that the wind chilled and killed her. We talk for a moment about the form. It's a ballad, and you'll notice that Poe repeats a lot of words and phrases and sounds to give the poem a musical quality. I'd like to point out 2 sonic devices in this poem. The first is rhyme. Poe doesn't only use end rhyme in this poem, he also uses internal rhyme. For example, in the line, "can ever dissever my soul from the soul." He takes 2 words that rhyme, ever, dissever, and he places them right next to each other. That's called internal rhyme because it happens inside of a single line. The second sonic device Poe uses in Annabel Lee is assonance, which is the repetition of vowel sounds. For example, at the end of the poem, you'll hear the long I sound repeated in many different words. For example, in the line, "all the night tide I lie down by the side." The rhyme and the assonance contribute to the overall effect of a ballad. The speaker is singing a song of lament for his lost love. And I think that's one of the things that makes this poem popular and also powerful.
Dreary, 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 dreary. Gone, gone, the good